Identifying the early warning signs, help the parents out there that are watching this show probably. What should parents and teachers, especially teachers, look for before a child reaches that breaking threshold, that breaking point of no return?
Firstly, it's been extremely sad to hear something like this, and you very rightly pointed out that it's not coming from a child who has been suffering from a poor mental health or anything like that. We end up a lot of times stigmatizing people who commit
Yep.
suicide, saying that they've had severe depression or maybe some other mental disorder. This doesn't seem like that at all over here. Having said that, we are seeing a rampant increase in the suicides, not only in school children, but also in the college kids as well, as we are aware from our premier institutes in the countries, whether they are the IITs or so many other institutes as well. So having said that, today we're looking at a suicide rate of one student in India is committing suicide one every hour. So, by the help of these kind of programs or the fact that we are speaking about it openly and the fact that, the destigmatization of mental health, by that and also to recognize, like what you're saying, I'm
Yep.
hoping that we don't even have one suicide a year, because these are completely preventable. And yes, having said that, what could be the red flags over here is we could see mood swings. Although we understand it gets very difficult to
Yeah.
decipher because
Yeah.
most teenagers in any which way end up having some mood swings or the other. But if we are seeing consistent mood swings happening, where the child is also acting out of sort, that means if it's a very effervescent child, child becomes reticent and withdrawn, or the other way around also. Or we are seeing a lot of spells of anger, rebellion. We are seeing all these kind of signs and symptoms. Also, a lot of times you'll see weeping spells, you'll see
Yeah.
demotivation
Yeah.
or absenteeism, not wanting to go to school, avoiding situations like that. So these are few of the signs we must watch out in our child's behavior. And I
Psychologically,
feel
ma'am, psychologically, what does repeated public shaming do to a 14-year-old, to a 15-year-old? Help us understand the cognitive changes as well very quickly, and I'll go across the board once again.
so it totally breaks down your self-worth, because it starts to create a lot of demotivation. It effectively boils down to creating a lot of embarrassment, shame,
Yeah.
guilt. There are loads of
Yeah.
negative thoughts and feelings which start to happen, which again start to downward spiral towards either an anxiety or a depression. And that then again becomes worse when it goes on with it is untreated, where we are not addressing it,
Yeah.
then it becomes even worse. So it may then this develops very
Pertinent
starts
points
with
you've raised, Dr. Rachna Khanna Singh.